Hello and welcome to Let's Get Acquainted with Hillary Gooden. I am really excited tonight. I have a special guest with me, and I always have a special guest on this show. And my special guest tonight is Mrs. Marie Conteh. I like the way she says, so I'll get her to say it when she comes out. But she's going to come out, and we're talking about overcoming procrastination. This is the best time of the year to start taking some new action, some fresh action, and getting over whatever has been holding us back so that we can move forward and move forward winning. And that's what we both want to see you win. And so before we get started tonight, what I'm going to do is play my commercial. And while that is playing, please do share the broadcast out. Make sure that you tag a friend, let somebody know who they need to know how to overcome some procrastination. We love to have you come back in, and then put in the comments where you're coming in from so we can shout you out, and we'll find out where she's coming in from as well. So here we go. I'm going to play this for you right quick, and I hope you've had a great week. It's Thursday already. All right, so I'll see you in a few. Okay, there we go. Hi, busy women leaders. I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life Solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life Coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you're ready for that, you say, I need that in my life right now. Let's connect. You can reach me at www.hillarygooden.com. You can direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. Or else if you would like to get on a free 20-minute strategy call, a clarity call, go to bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. That's bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life. All right, welcome back. All right, you know what? I want to have my special guest come on out here because I'm really excited to have her on. And then we're going to go ahead and get this party started. So let's get her on out here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Let's Get Acquainted, Mrs. Marie Conteh. I think I said it right that time.
Conteh.
How in the world are you?
Yes.
How you doing this evening?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much, Pastor Hillary Gooden.
Let us know where you coming in from.
In terms of the United States?
Yeah.
Virginia. I live in Virginia.
Okay, you're up on the East Coast.
Yes.
Well, I'm in Chicagoland. That's kind of middle ways. And let's see, I have Abu Kanu is watching. Let us know what he says. I'm watching from Sierra Leone. Oh, okay. That must be somebody you know, because I know you connected to Sierra Leone. Is that right?
Yes, I'm from Sierra Leone. Actually, I was born in Sierra Leone. It's a very small country in West Africa.
Creating greatness, because I know you. All right. So listen, I just want to share, she's going to share in the second half more about herself. But I just wanted to put this out here. She's my special guest. and we already said her name, but just a few things that, as far as who she is. She's a RN. She's a BSN. What does BSN stand for?
It's a baccalaureate in science for nursing.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's also a Hope Ambassador, Home Health Consultant, and CEO of Prosperity Partner International LLC. So we'll get to learn a little bit more about what Miss Marie is doing with all of that great stuff there that she's accumulated in her life, and what she's doing right now. So we're going to go ahead again. Our topic for tonight, our theme is overcoming procrastination. Everybody falls falls into that crevice at some point. Sometimes it's a bigger hole than others, you know. But for those of you that may be having a real issue with it, or maybe just a little problem, however it is, we want to get you unstuck. We want to see you overcome this thing of procrastination. All right, I have before I go there, I'm gonna just see this one comment. Oh, okay. Got Miss LaShondra Graves. She's coming in from Chicago. Hello, hello. She's known as the apartment lady. Got to have her back on as well.
Hello.
All right.
Hi.
Yes. All right. So let's get started here. Uh, First, I wanted to talk about what is procrastination. And then it says procrastination is the act of unnecessary, that should say unnecessarily
Mhm.
postponing decisions and actions. Sometimes you postpone different decisions and actions because something came up. Something really truly came up and you need to put it off so you can do things later. But when you're constantly putting things off and you don't really have you don't really have a good reason why you're doing it, that's a problem.
Yes,
Would you say so?
absolutely. It's a big problem.
Yes. And so
Um,
I was looking around for some fresh information about procrastination because it's really so much that's involved with it. You know, it's a lot of different ways you can go to talk about it. But I found an article by these two ladies about they were talking about the four types of procrastinators. And their name is Ali Schiller and Marissa Boisvert of businessinsider.com. So
mm,
let's go into number one. The number one procrastinator that they have, the type, is the performer. This is a person who's a perfectionist. And they're most likely you will hear them saying, I work well under pressure. Are you that kind of person, Miss Maria? Do you know people like that?
absolutely. I do know some people like that, and I somehow fall in that category as well. As first of all, I'm a nurse. You already mentioned that, and a mom, a full time
Mm,
mom. I work full time job, and also I have a husband,
mm,
and sometimes when things are not taken care of the way I want to, and look at the time crunch, then I would just look at and say, oh, if I don't take care of this, who else gonna take care of it? So I
yeah.
feel like, I mean, I can handle it. But the
Hmm, hmm.
fact that you cannot handle everything.
You
You
cannot.
cannot handle it. It's you have to take a break.
Yes. And
You
so
have to
that person that's saying, I work well under pressure.
under pressure. You just
Yeah.
adding more stress in your life, and
Yeah, that's true.
it's not healthy.
It's there we go. Now see,
Absolutely.
that's what we want to just get you all to know
Hmm.
that there's a way to deal with whatever you're going through. And
Hmm.
you want to deal with it the most healthiest way that you can.
Yes.
You know, that's going to help you to prevail, that's going to help you to win. That's the biggest thing to help you to win. And when you're saying that nobody else can do it, only I can do it, that really is a problem because
Mhm.
we're not meant to be super women or supermen. We're just not, and nobody's perfect.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. And
I was look. Go ahead.
Sometimes we also, because we don't have a lot of resources to tap into when it comes to doing the things that you are obligated to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you just like, hey, what the heck? I mean, why should I bother somebody else? They have their own issues to take care
Yeah,
of. So
yeah.
I might as well just do it. If I don't do it, nobody else.
It won't get done.
Mm.
They said one of the challenges for this person, the not performer,
Mm.
is that uh where it is said that they're getting started with things is a problem with that they have, a challenge that they have getting projects started, because they want things to be perfect. Sometimes it don't get started. Because it's not perfect yet. I can't put that out. Even as being someone that's over nurses, have you ever worked with somebody that look like they just not getting the work done because they keep trying to be just so meticulous, and
They
you want
just
them to
keep
go ahead
prepare.
and get it done?
They just keep preparing and preparing all the time, thinking
That's
that,
this
I
person.
mean, it's not perfect to their own eyes, and
Hmm.
so they can't start unless if it's perfectly well rounded. And so that's also another issue,
Yeah,
because you become perfect during doing.
exactly. And
They
and
say
inside
practice
of the
makes
doing,
perfect.
yes,
you know
absolutely.
yeah,
You learn from mistakes, and sometimes,
you don't
well,
want to
being
make
a nurse,
mistakes.
yeah, being a nurse, you have to watch the mistakes you're making when you're talking about people's lives and everything, so we can understand wanting to get it absolutely right.
Mm.
But sometimes that person is not well at asking for help either. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So then
Sometimes,
they go ahead.
sometimes when you also, you don't want to have the rejection. Sometimes you like talking to yourself and say, what if they don't answer to my call and say, I will help you? So
Oh
why bother?
yeah,
In other words.
yeah. I hadn't thought about that.
Hmm.
So you guys in the audience, does this hit home for you? Do you, if you do know, if it's you, and if this may be helping you, put a one in the comments. Or if it's somebody that please tag them so they can come in here and hear this conversation. But if it's you, put a one. If it's somebody else put a two if you recognize this person. Yes, yes, because it said the solution for that person is to just get started, to set a
Just
date,
get
set
started.
a time,
Hmm.
that you can work toward starting. Because a lot of times I found when you get something started, you are most uh, especially something that was hard for you to get started. Once you get started, you'll find it's not as much that you thought was going to be to it.
And
You
and
know,
and part of it also comes with fear,
there
fear
you
of the
go. Yeah.
unknown.
Hmm.
And what
That's
if,
yeah.
and
My guest last week, she said, you set up. She said I would set up a monster in my head. I said that's a good way of looking at it. This monster that said you can't do it. Yeah. So let's move on to number two, so we have enough time, because it's already after the hour. Oh my God.
the performer. Hmm.
Yes. Okay. So the second one, we're just going to kind of have to go through it quick. So it says the self-deprecator. That person says, "I am so lazy right now." When really what their issue is, they believe that when you're inaction is the same as being lazy.
Mm.
But inaction does not mean you're lazy. Sometimes you need to get a rest. You need to. It's okay to give yourself permission to step back and rest, because you need to rest your mind. And
Hmm.
it's okay to do that, to rest your body, so you can come back to a project fresh and ready to finish and get things done. But some people, you know, they just keep doing and doing and doing. But when you do overdo like that, I don't. You can sometimes not be as effective, right? What is
That's
your thoughts?
I can relate. So that's one. I used to work odd shifts as nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work night shift, and now I intentionally stopped working night shift because during the day I would keep myself so busy. just maybe just two, at least 3 hours to the time to get ready to go to work. And that's
Mhm.
when actually I say, oh, okay, now I can rest. And I won't function very well.
Yeah.
I cannot rest very well. And so I just become so tense and
But
avoid
do you feel, let
my,
me ask you this, do you feel guilty? I think this person, it feels like if I'm not doing something, I'm being lazy.
this.
Does it make you feel guilty if you decide to step back and to give yourself some time to go, you know? Yeah,
Somehow I do.
yeah. And it's
Somehow,
not just about you. If you seeing this in other people, when you working with other people and you're trying to help them to win, sometimes you see different kind of different people's the way they do things, you know, and you want to help them to get past some of that stuff. Have you ever worked with somebody like this?
yeah, I have. Well, I was working in facilities,
Mm-hmm.
um, especially trying to have somebody to get up to participate in some activities. Let's say to go and play bingo or
Mm-hmm.
play uh, uh, just to interact and
Yeah.
socialize.
Yeah.
And you will just do everything to your ability to make sure that person is well rounded and energetic to start the day.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing gets done, and you just like, okay, I've done my part, but also I feel a little guilty. What else I could have done
Mm-hmm.
to help that individual?
Yeah.
Yes,
So let's go to number three, and I'm just kind of going through because my time is going by so fast.
yes,
So if you don't mind if we go over a little bit tonight, do you?
no problem, no problem.
Okay, good. So let's see. Abu says, oh, what happened to my
Did they have a
screen?
comment, a
Yes,
question?
let me see. Let me get back in here so I can see. He said, can you read that? Do you see it?
As say, all works no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
and
that's true.
sometimes that's what that person is feeling like. Man, I can't stop. I got to keep going.
Yeah,
But the solution for that person is it's okay to give yourself permission to step back
give
so you can recharge.
recharge, give
You need
yourself
to recharge
permission.
your battery so you can do your best work at your
Mm,
best self.
mm,
Because when you just overload yourself and you keep working, because if they see me sitting down, they're gonna think I'm lazy. No, sometimes you need to do that. When I was working, there were people, and I'm gonna say I was in that category sometimes because I would work through lunch and I would just work, 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 work. And sometimes people would bring me lunch after they gone out, but they would go out every day. They made sure they went to lunch. And
mm,
I had to change my way of doing things to
mm.
give myself permission to take my lunch. That's why I have it, you know, because it gives you a chance to recharge.
To recharge.
And it doesn't mean you're lazy.
No, no, not at
Hmm.
all. That's true.
Let's go to number three
Number
because I
three.
want to get to you.
Mm.
Number three is the overbooker.
Ooh.
This person says, I'm so busy. Let me pull it up. I'm so busy.
Mm.
When really their challenge is they're so busy doing everything but what they should be doing. The task of everything that they need to be doing, they're busy at everything else besides that. Sometimes it could be something that you don't really want to do. So you find some everything else to do besides that main thing because you really want to avoid it.
Like, yeah, like, let's say, especially when I don't know if you have done network marketing,
Yeah, I
they
have.
say you have to make calls to your prospect, and
Mm,
oh my God, give me two houses to clean and
I
go
know. I
then
was
pick
so
that
saying.
phone
I gotta
That,
go clean the bathroom. I need to go
yeah.
grocery shopping. Oh my
But
God, I
I
gotta
don't
take the dog out, walking,
exactly. I
everything.
don't want to be on the phone and start selling to people. I feel like
Yeah.
what
And
I don't because I
this
don't
is
want the
that person
rejection. The
that everything
rejection.
else to do.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So
so what's the solution? The solution is to, I said, take a moment of introspection and ask yourself, what am I really avoiding? What am I really avoiding? For you all that maybe that's listening, you know, is this you? Do you recognize the overbooker? I think we all have at some point. It's something that
mm-hmm,
we just don't want to do.
mm-hmm.
It's not that we don't have time. We just don't want to do that.
We just don't want to do it. And
We'll find time to do everything else but that.
but that one, but that
Hmm. And so the last one that they have here is the novelty seeker.
mm,
In the world of entrepreneurship,
mm,
especially online, they call it the shiny object syndrome. You know, it's a new app that's out. Let's everybody go over there and get on that app and let's play with that.
mm.
Oh, they got a new way of doing email. Let's get on and find out about that. Oh, they got something else that we can get on. Oh, let's jump in and get on that. And it's just, you find yourself starting a lot of things and not completing things, especially the things you need to get done because you're
Yes.
so busy with new ideas that you just want to jump at everything. And so that person, the solution is that they have to make it stick. They have to really just get to the point where they say, you know what, this new idea came up. That's okay, but I need to finish what I started over here before I start something new. You know, and that takes some discipline, really.
Discipline, exactly, discipline. I is that what they call also if you buy into that, it's called jack of all trades and master of none.
That could be the jack of all trades, like Abu was talking about earlier,
Uh,
being the jack of all
walk,
trades.
walk, walk, no play, make a jack
Hmm.
a doll person. Yes,
Hmm. Like
because
what they say, the thing is, being a jack of all trades and a master of none.
of none. And also,
Hmm.
you can classify that one as people's pleaser because my friend is doing this. Oh,
Hmm.
it's cool. Let me try. But what you need to do is to assess and inspect your expectations
Yes,
to
I heard.
see if
Yeah.
this thing that this your friend is doing or the new app or new stuff that's on the market on top of what I'm already doing, can I handle that? I
Yes,
I'm guilty on that. I used to like just,
I'm
but
guilty
now
too.
I'm praying very, very hard, trying to be very disciplined and just trying. I have a lot of stuff that I've started a couple years ago, have not been completed yet. And
Hmm.
here, I call this year to be the year of restoration.
Yes.
So
So how's it been so far?
so far, it's coming along because when COVID started, let me tell you, that would be another topic some other time for my
Yeah,
journal
yeah,
that
yeah,
I wrote
yeah.
at the self-care journey. It's a 30-day self-care journal for nurses and caregivers
Okay.
because what I realize is that we are in the giving
Mm-hmm.
industry. We, as a mom, you
Yeah.
are nurturer, as a nurse
Yes.
again. So I've realized that I'm just giving myself and I don't take a time to take care of myself and say,
Yes.
well, what if I crash? How good is it gonna be to me? How healthy am I gonna be to
Yeah.
function
Yeah.
to help more people? So
Exactly.
it has to
Exactly.
start from me. So I'm learning, I'm really learning to
Yeah.
let go certain things that don't really benefit me for now. And
Uh-huh.
I just support and move
Yeah.
on, discipline myself
Yeah.
to
Yeah. It
focus on
makes me
one
think
thing
of
at a time.
that's wonderful. And it makes so much sense because when you overgive, you're gonna be depleted and who's gonna help you when everybody's depending on you, you
Yes,
know? And
that's
it
tough.
makes me think about a something I heard from someone maybe about, it was back in the summertime. And she was saying, God, I was praying this morning and God told me to focus on my focus. And I never forgot that. I was like, that's good. I
Mm.
gotta focus on my focus. Because
Mm.
you can get, it's so many things to pull your focus off, to distract you from your focus.
Wow.
And when I feel myself getting distracted like that, that thing always roll right back to the front of my head. Focus on your focus.
Focus on your focus. That's very
Hmm.
tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
So
Mm.
I think we made it through and looked at
Yes.
it. It's 6:31. So we're gonna
Oh,
go a few more minutes. I know.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we kind of breezed through that, but I wanted to take time to hear more, whatever it is that you like to share about yourself. Sometimes people will read a bio, but
Mm.
here is the bio. You're sitting right here before us. So, share with us what you would like to share about yourself and what you're doing, in the world today, because you're reaching out to other nurses from that seems to be a big part of your heart.
Yes.
So I would like to hear more.
Thank you. Thank you so much in that area. So it's not really bad as I thought. I
You're
mean,
doing
thank you
great.
so much for help me to break the ice. So
Yes, you're
I
doing
have been a
wonderful.
nurse for well over 30 years. I
Mm,
would say 35 plus.
yeah.
And I love what I do. I really do love what I do because it's by default from my background as the first child, the first daughter out of 10 girls. So I'm
Mm,
the mom of the house. And so by giving, it's in my DNA.
yeah.
So when I came to the United States, I jumped into nursing and I started as a babysitter, believe it or not. So look at me now. So I
Yeah.
want to really give back. I had a friend that was my first friend in this country. When I came, we lost her back in 2005. She
Mm,
had breast cancer, and
mm,
I took care of her for 2 months. She passed away. May her soul rest in peace. So 2016, I decided. I said I called some of the friends. I said, "How about we work on our friend's name on behalf of our friend?" Then we started the walk. Ever since we started the walk and added a seminar there. We did the walk one day, and the following day we did a health and wellness seminar. So
okay.
we kept having audience, and now we are on our seventh year. Um, and going strong. So this coming Sunday, I'm inviting all my colleagues, caregivers, nurses, mothers, and as well as men, because men can
Yes.
contract breast cancer too, believe it or not. So
You
to
want,
join us, do the walk. We have a walk. Breast cancer. It will be. It's gonna be live in Northern Virginia, lots in Virginia, but you can walk in your own space, in your at the comfort of your house or from the comfort of your environment. You don't have to travel, come to Virginia. You can walk right where you are. And
okay.
then also in the evening at 5 p.m., we have the health and wellness seminar. It's a free event, and but you have to register. So I have that information. I believe that
Yeah,
Pastor
it's right
Gary
there.
gonna share
So
it.
you can,
Yeah,
so you can
I
swipe the
appreciate.
screen or take a photo. We'll put it in the comments so it'll be there as well.
Yes.
So one of the ladies said 10 girls.
Yes, and I
That had to
have
be
four
really
children.
interesting.
I have four children.
Yes.
Mm.
So the ambassador for the Hope Ambassador, I wanted to know about that. Is that something you're still doing now?
The Hope Ambassador, because my again, having to deal with beautiful young ladies coming from a large family as uh, we are so blessed to have a lot of girls, and so I want to be. I am. I did not want. God has already answered. That's to bring hope to the hopeless, especially
Yeah.
young women and
Yes.
young girls. and to advocate for them. To sometimes there are some cultures that the women, they are not privileged to make their needs known, or vocalize their
Mm-hmm.
needs, or involved in certain conversations.
Yeah.
They always like be the backbencher, or just answer yes. They don't participate in some conversation. They don't have much input. It's changing now.
Yes. Yeah.
Not saying my
So
country is like
so
that, but
so we're
around the
talking
world, if
about
you look, most
so.
of us, you can see the outside. It's so gold and shiny like diamond,
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm.
the inside, when you check in, it needs a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
So I'm on that movement, and I hope
Okay.
most women will join me. That's why we have this Prosperity Partners International, to kind of encourage and advocate for these young women to.
So are we talking about women also? This started in Sierra Leone?
In Sierra Leone, yes.
Okay.
In Sierra
That's
Leone,
what I wanted to be sure about.
yes.
Okay, well that's really wonderful. Like you said, you can't forget where you came from.
Yes.
You know, that's still your heart. And I'm
Mhm.
glad that you're still connected to that, and help in the ways that you can from here.
Yeah, they said
You know.
charity begins at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm well open to do the best I can. I'm just a human now, having to go through these four types of procrastination. I never even knew so well. Thank you
I
so much.
know.
Yeah, it's so wonderful, and so we have to come together, because two heads are better than one. You
Yeah.
cannot lift anything with your one finger. You have to add another finger there, and the whole hand,
Yeah.
and plus two hands, and more hands are better than just.
Yeah. And when we were talking about procrastination and you just kind of mentioned it when you talked about the two fingers, it made me think about that asking for help. You know, uh,
Mhm.
Sometimes those people that are procrastinators are, and we talked about it, think that they have to be the one to do it all.
Yes,
If
yes,
they're not doing it, it won't get done. And when you're trying to lead other people, you're the one trying to help other people. We have to learn how to, what's the word for it, to give some of those things to other people and
yeah. To trust them
to
and
trust them.
train them. There are some people
Hmm.
who are really willing, who are thirsty of knowledge, and that's another part I love too. Teaching. You know,
Hmm.
you just
Hmm.
don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. You don't
Just
know
don't know
what you
what you
don't know
don't
till
know.
you know it.
Don't you know it?
And so
Until
here
you know it.
Abu says, can you see that comment? Do you mind reading it?
Gender-based violation, it is really changing in Africa. Thanks to Future Children International and Prosperity Partners International for the hard work. This is
Yeah.
coming from Abu, this
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for
It's
participating
mm,
from over there and here. We have Miss Lashandra.
mm,
So I'm thankful. So again, everybody, this event is Sunday.
yes,
Like you said, the you can look on my page or you can go to Mary Marie
Conteh. Mhm.
Conteh, and you will see it's a pink flyer. It's a pink flyer that talks, and you'll see feet walking or feet running, I think. So it's
Yes,
about
yeah.
in the early part of the day, they having the walk to
Mhm.
raise funds. And then in the evening, they having the seminar that's from 5 to 7. And I am one of the featured speakers, and I'll be talking about, the lymphatic system
Lymphatically
and
expert. Yeah.
how that can help you, can help those women that are dealing with that
Mhm.
with cancer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's so much. Like again, I just was interviewed last week, and I heard the guy just saying he was saying you don't know what you don't know till you know it,
Don't you know
and
it?
I was
Yes.
like that make a lot of sense. And so
Yes.
that's my mission
Yes.
is
Thank
to
you.
get the word out about the lymphatic system and the power that you got the power to help
You
your body help you, have better health and a more vibrant life. And so I'm happy to be able that you invited me to share my message on your platform. So, guys, that's this Sunday from 5 to 7 is the seminar,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're having it's really the running, like she said, is at home. So, how do you have people like pledging monies for the walk?
We are working on that because the goal is also like to educate. Believe it
Okay,
or not, some part of the world, the only time they look into the woman's breast health, it's when they have the condition.
yeah,
The
yeah,
prevention part is missing.
yeah. So that
So,
is what this is
so
talking
our
about.
goal as Prosperity Partners International, bringing hope to these
Hmm.
women, is to teach them, to educate them
Yeah.
how to start doing the self breast exam, and stress reduction, and
Mm,
bring
yeah, such a biggie.
accountability partner to hold
Yeah.
your hand and show you don't if you when you know what is going on in your body, you can
Hmm.
relate, you can report. But if you
Yeah.
don't understand what's going on, everything just look normal. So we
Yeah.
want to start teaching these young women at early age. And
Yes. Yeah.
again, we need resources, we need
Yes.
experts, we need volunteers. That's
Yes.
coming up. So yes, we'll create a link where people can donate their knowledge and money or whatsoever it takes.
Okay.
Mhm. Because prevention is better and cheaper than cure.
That's absolutely right. And I know you've seen a lot of things, and
Yes.
you said, man, if they just could have known sooner or early on, and the better thing is before, you're trying to catch those people before they have any issues, how to stay healthy,
Yes.
you know. And so I'm excited for what you're doing, and
Um,
I'm really excited that you invited me to be a part of it. And so we're going
and
to put
can
the
I say
actual
something?
okay,
Can I
wait a
say
minute. I'll
something?
put the actual link in the comment section. That way it'll be a clickable link after the
Okay.
podcast. Go
Okay,
ahead.
thank you. I shared the flyer and to one of my assistants, and she looked at it. She said, "Lymphatic system. That's very fancy word. I never." Then she looked it up, and she kept going. And I kept giving her more, and she read about you. She said, "Yeah, better than all those pills that we are taking." So
Absolutely.
she's on your book. She will reach out.
Yes, I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
yes.
So
So
I'm
thank you
going to
so
give
much.
you one last thing, if one last word nugget that you would like to leave with those that are listening. And we thank you all for listening, and thank you for sharing this broadcast, tagging a friend. And this is going across. Make sure that you're connecting with me on Facebook, following and on not Instagram but LinkedIn, and on YouTube, subscribing to my page as well. We're here every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So we're gonna give our final nugget about what we talked about tonight that you would like to leave with everyone. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much once again, and thank you for those who are listening um, far from here. What I would like to leave here tonight is take care of yourself, because your health is your wealth. Without your good health, you are nothing. So, early detection for everything is the key. Eat well, rest well, drink plenty fluids, unless if you have a certain condition that prevents you not to do so. But I encourage every one of you, don't be afraid. Don't limit yourself. Reach out, ask for help. Never take things for granted, because you are not a champion of everything. Because again, jack of all trades, it's a master of none. So thank you so much, everyone. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you, Pastor Hilary,
Thank you
the
so much.
lymphatic experts.
Yes, I am.
Just love what you do.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. So I want you to wait in the studio behind it. I'm going to get my final nugget. All right. Thank you so
Yes.
much for coming on.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Wow, I knew this was going to be a good show, and she was nervous. Could you tell she was nervous? She had a lot to say, and I know she's done a lot, been a lot of places, and seen a lot of things, and so I'm glad she was able to share her perspective on overcoming procrastination. I want to say too, I think she pretty much said it all about the health, the different things that you can do that are really basic. Spending time on yourself and being okay with that. Give yourself permission, because when your health fails and you have people that are counting on you, whether it's at home, at work, in the community, at church, wherever it may be, if your health gets down and you won't be able to show up for all those people. Will they show up for you? That's when the rubber really hits the road. But listen, take that time to get the rest like that you need. Move your body is so important. Moving your body, doing things that you like to do. That's the best exercise, the one you will do. And so I just want to say, uh, that you got the power. You absolutely got the power. That's what I teach as your lymphatic system health expert and vibrant life promoter, working with women, especially women over 40 who are looking for strategies to transform their emotional and physical health while reducing stress, because stress is at the base of almost every condition that is. And so if we can reduce stress in our lives, we can have better health and have a better life. And so if you looking for that, you say, man, I need somebody to come alongside and help me with that. I don't have a clue what the lymphatic system is all about, but if it can help me, I want to know. You can direct message me right here on the platform, and I will make sure that I get back in touch with you so that we can find out what ails you, and that lets you know that there's hope, there's help that is real help. So meet me again as far as that's concerned. Direct message me, and you can also come back next week. I'll be here every Thursday with another guest for Let's Get Acquainted with Hillary Gooden, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I thank you all for watching. Thank you for sharing. And I look forward to being that blessing again next week. Good night.